everybody! Welcome back. Northernlion, the Binding of Isaac. What could be greater? Well, world peace? Yeah, but I mean, like, realistically. What could be greater? Well, universal basic... I said realistically. What could be greater? We're Lazarus again. JW66R8RQ. We know we're stacked because we got 3 numbers in the seed. 3 numbers in the seed means we're set. The numbers give the good stuff, the letters give the bad stuff. We've already established this time and time again. Last run we were Lazarus. 2 Lazes in a row is actually completely fine. Not the best character in the game, but an early game, like, mini game to try to figure out when we're supposed to die. Usually the answer ends up being, if we find HP, we go for it. And also it means that we basically have no reason not to hurt ourselves. Pardon me. As long as we're able to, survive once we come back from the dead. They got me. They've surrounded me. Well, I don't know. Maybe we've doomed ourselves a little bit here. But we'll take the pill now. Pheromones. Would have been better to take that pill earlier, admittedly, as we all know. But again, assuming we don't get hit by a champion. Kind of a big assumption to make at the present moment. We should be okay. Good God. And God love it. It's a surprise to find we can't stop it. Where the heck is my additional HP here? There's a bomb on that other room. We should go back for it. I already see the heart beating as 1 on this one. It's very simple. We go back, we get the bomb, we use the bomb to access that chest. The chest gives us a spirit heart or enough money to buy one from the shop, and then we're good to go. Should have gone back for this earlier. I mean, we do have secret room access. That might be worth more in most situations than just grabbing a single chest, but in this case, I'm willing to make a chance at it. I know what you're thinking. How does he do it? I can't believe it worked. Even half a spirit heart? Dude, that's fine. Half a spirit heart is okay in my world. I would still like to get enough money to get an arcade on the next floor. It's HP. Could come in handy. Let's finish our exploratory surgery here so we can make sure that we're going to be safe. But we really did get bailed out, to be 100% honest with you. This could have been a very, very dangerous situation. So out of our golden poop, we got enough money to make an arcade worthwhile. We could also... Ooh, do we have 10 cents? We do have 10 cents. So I think you use a key. There's no spirit heart for sale. Okay, I guess we just go. And there was a tinted rock in here, so give me the spirit heart, please. Oh, that's no good. I can't believe that out of all of that, we didn't create more of an advantage, but that's kind of the early theme of this run, is a little fraught with danger. At the same time, regular version of Ragman, far from the ideal enemy that you want to fight here, but certainly there are worse enemies we could be facing here in the early game. Try to keep up our pace here, and we did manage to get back there. That's good. We got more HP, which is also excellent. That gives us a good ability to play a blood bank if we're able to find one on the next floor, but we're light on keys. Also, have not improved our damage at all, except for the respawn as Lazarus, which is enough for now, but, it's not, like we've saved the day when it comes to the actual run so far. So, the big deal for us is definitely making sure that we get this deal with the devil. Hopefully we'll manage to snag a little bit of HP along with it, so we're not in full glass cannon build without having the cannon part of it, which would, that would just be Mr. Glass, right? Golden key, we've already solved our key-related concerns as a result of that, at least temporarily. And I gotta be honest with you, 1 heart earlier on for Gertie Jr. is paying dividends right now. I mean, inevitably we weren't going to use our bomb for that unless we absolutely had to begin with, but the fact that we've managed to make it work decently for us in light of having many other damage upgrades. I mean, we are still very early, to be fair, but is quite good for us. So, 2 luck upgrades. This is maybe the best shop. We got Wheel of Fortune. We have no bombs, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to buy a bomb, pop down Wheel of Fortune, and see if we can get value. We got 4 cents and Lazy Worm. I'd say that's not great value, but I will take Starter Deck, which has given us a Fool card. And there's something to be said about that. I don't know. We got some future prospects there. Starter deck is nice. No pills is usually for the best because we know what we're getting into. And we'll look for an arcade and then use our Fool card to maybe allow us to get into the boss trap room and then teleport out, because I don't really want to save a Fool card for boss rush. But as of right now, we're 100% in the clear. Crystal Ball is such a good spacebar item. Pick up a little bit more money. We can hold emergency context, so we might as well, even if I don't understand it at all. And apparently we found the secret room, which is a surprise to me, but we have no bombs, so... Did we accidentally create the secret room, or did we just see it? Because if we created it, that's one thing, you know, we can walk in. If we just saw it, like a glimpse between dimensions or something like that, that's different. Now, I don't think we can just walk into it. Unless, I was going to say maybe up here somehow would give us the ability. So we have no arcade, which means the only way that we're going to be able to grab the whatever's in the boss trap room is by getting a deal with the devil. Which, you know, luckily 100% is going to happen. Monstro, not a particularly difficult boss fight, to be honest with you. All I want out of this is enough damage, or DPS at least, so that I'm not, like, worried about making sure the enemies stand on top of our anemic creep. Because anemic creep, it's not that decent. What the hell am I doing here? Give me some good tears. Oh! Okay. That's where we stop, because the rest of the notes become actually difficult. No bombs? Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do? There's 2 stone chests back there. I'm mad. I was looking for 2 justice cards, or like a justice card, I guess I should say. But we should be happy we got Goathead. Goathead pretty much ensures that we'll have a chance in the future to take some deal with the devil items, presumably. No, you don't understand. It's not right. See, what you're supposed to do there for peak irony is give me a bomb. And then when you give me the bomb, I go, oh, of course you give me the bomb. And I try to, you know, make some kind of pithy joke out of it. Like, oh, that's Lion's Law right there. If you ever desperately need a consumable, they'll only give it to you after it's not useful anymore. But we're past that. We're past that. The Sun card. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Literally, I could hold some more of it, so if you'd like to give me some, I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. There's peak irony. We're gonna get a charge here, too, so we're definitely going to be able to crack open that Tinted Rock one way or the other. What do we get? The Sun card. Dude, Crystal Ball starter deck is a decent combination. You can't deny it. Look at that. It's a speed upgrade, extra HP for our deals with the devil. We're going. It's not quite as great as our last Lazarus run started, but maybe it'll finish stronger. Like, by the end of that last Lazarus run, I was just like, it's going okay, but I really could use some more. Bumfriend, your lucky day, buddy. Like, we got those, or we got that Guppy item, and then we never got another Guppy item. We got, the first Guppy item we got was on the very first floor. Maybe on the very first room. And then after that, just nothing. 2 of hearts. Keep the Fool card, but replace the, yeah, there you go. Belongs to me, thank you very much. What was this? The Sun. You know what, let's keep the Sun instead of the Fool. I understand the boss rush concerns, but I think this is correct. We're getting to the point, especially with all these champions, that I would like to improve from 4.20 damage, as dank as it is, to get to something a little bit more palatable for us, because we're just starting to fall behind a little bit here. The Hermit. Joker's Sun. Yeah, I mean, Joker's Sun. It's pretty good. We're spoiled for choice. I wish we could stack up 4 cards now. You know, starter deck plus Polydactyl or something, but You cannot. I don't know if it's an engine limitation or design intention, but those items do not stack. I'm just begging for like an actually good deal with the devil here. If we don't get a good deal with the devil on this floor, I may actually do a cardinal sin of lazy Isaacness, which is using the Joker card like right off the bat on the next floor to try to, you know, get those upgrades as soon as possible, if they even exist, which they may or may not. I'm also, I took Bumfriend mostly because Bumfriend, like, was literally in a room next to 9 cents I couldn't access. So it seemed like you pick it up, you're gonna at least get the consumable you spent to get Bumfriend back, and sure, he'll probably annoy you in the future, but, you know, maybe you can get that Super Bum transformation for the second time in over 1,000 episodes, and after that point, the world's your oyster, right? If we're vigilant, we should be able to stop him from stealing money that, like, we actually can get. Most of the time, at least. It's really bad on Blood Banks, though, I'll admit. It's also really bad on Billy Banks. You know, the creator of Tai Bo. Is this a reference that makes any sense in this day and age? Is this thing on? Hello? That's where I'd tap the microphone if this game didn't take 2 hands to play. Most of the time. I don't think... Yeah, good play there. That was a good one. Blow this guy up. Get out of here, you stinky mega fatty. We're behind schedule. That shouldn't be able to stand with the goat head. Shouldn't be plausible to be behind schedule for much longer. Just on a principle level. Okay. Dusted. HP. Shouldn't have taken it yet. Little Brim. Now that's some good gravy right there. Let's head down to the next floor. Again behind schedule, but Little Brim is actually a huge get. And this is a little too late. Like, we really could have used this earlier, but I'll live with it. That was highly worth it, I think. But I can't really afford to get rid of the crystal ball, like, forever, because I need the HP. I need the spirit hearts, is what I mean to say. Just use the sun to mill him down just a little bit more. So we got a damage bonus, but like a rate of fire decrease. It wasn't quite proportional, but it's enough to make me think. We could have also teleported and not done this to begin with, but... Tell you what, let's just roll with this for like the floor and then see how things go. Really don't want to use the Joker card right now for reasons that I assume are somewhat obvious. I'm gonna... That's a really fast rate of fire. Really bad amount of damage. So I'm gonna be a little risky here in case it's not obvious and keep using D8. The thing with D8 is it's like almost any other die in the game that rerolls essentially your whole run. In this case, it's just rerolling your stats, but you get the idea. You only need one good roll. This is not a good roll, but it's not horrible. We didn't roll everything bad. It's just like largely pretty not great. Collectively pretty not great. All we need is one roll that gives us, I would say, like, greater than 5 damage and lower than 10 tears, and then I'm good to go as long as my speed isn't, like, below 1, which seems unlikely. See, that's, like, it's close. We're very lucky as well, in case it's not super clear here, that basically Little Brimstone will carry us through all of these exhausting rerolls if we have to have it carry us, at least. Bit bummed that there's no battery charges. We'll buy Spirit Heart and this. I know people are gonna say, please, please, please purchase the potato peeler. I don't think it's that sort of run. Not yet, anyway. So I think we got at least one more roll, and then we could always go with the D8 long term if we wanted to. Crystal Ball is really like a, it's the safe play, which is far from being a bad thing right now, but it's, it is a little more on the boring side. The D8 is, I mean, they run the gamut, right? Because the D8 is great, but on the other hand, it also, like, once it's good, there's a conceivable chance we'd never use it after that point, so we gotta Gotta play our cards right there. I think the Crystal Ball is the more extendable item long-term in terms of our enjoyment. Dude, Dark Prince's Crown. Actual 10 out of 10 trinket once we get past the, depths too. D12 is basically useless in my opinion. Many people have taken issue with me saying that, and, to be honest with you, they're probably right, but I've never had a run where I was like, this item saved us. That is not the criteria for it being any good, but still. It's a big speed upgrade. It's another tough one, honestly. That's where you stop, and this is fine. So we don't have any guppy items. I think we take nothing, and then we go back for Crystal Ball. Did the D8 do anything for us? I think in the end, tiers are the same. Speed is the same because we got the extra speed upgrade or later on this floor. And then our damage might have gone up by like 1.5. So effectively we got like a passive little damage increase. I think, if I'm taking inventory correctly. It's not that good, but it was worth using it for that floor. Although I did effectively probably pass up at least 2 Spirit Hearts, or at least 2 payouts from Crystal Ball by not keeping Crystal Ball, so gotta think about that as well. This is the time where we pop this, by the way, so just go for this. Maybe get your first Crystal Ball charge. Let's get the map, grab this rune, Joker card out. I don't want to fight these guys. I want to maintain our chances to get to boss rush, and I think our odds of getting a teleport card for boss rush are pretty solid. This would be a great time to grab Lump of Coal. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sore about that. And we got to remember, you know, this is a double-edged sword. I know we're talking a lot about Isaac here, but this run has not yet reached the point in which we're ahead of the escape velocity. You know, the escape velocity in astrodynamics is the speed at which you have to be moving in order to escape the Earth's gravitational pull, more or less. I think that's close to correct. And I don't think we're there yet. And honestly, I don't think Fat Odd Mushroom helps us enough. Seraphim is, like, pretty good, but let's go a little deeper. Oh, dude, it ended up being worth it. Even though our rate of fire is not great enough to make Technology Zero work, anytime you use a reroll machine and your last reroll is the one you're happiest with, you won. You know, you made the right decision. So certainly I feel like we made the right decision here, and it was looking a little dire for a while, so there we go. HP. HP. Let's go. We got this. From the brink, we've sort of pulled it back here. If we want to make boss rush, like, what's more important, shop with 12 cents or the chance at boss rush? I think it's the chance at boss rush. We're gonna peep this for anything, and that's a Guppy item, so now I'm regretful I didn't take Guppy's Paw on the last floor, but we could only deal with the situation as it presented itself on the last floor. You know, we could have thought more about potential if the run was safer, but it was not safer. So I'm not gonna waste my time dealing with hypotheticals right now. Dude, Spirit Hearts are coming through in the clutch. Okay. So now what we need is, like, huge rate of fire increases. Hook me up with that, break me off a piece of that sad onion. I hate this boss. I'm telling you straight up. Delirium, hardest boss in the game. Hush, number 2. Brownie, number 3. The dude is undodgeable by yours truly, at least. So we know that's a Krampus situation up there. We got our Fool card for boss rush. Let's go. I'm prepared. No, I'm not prepared. They gave me a Curse of the Lost, so I can't see where I'm going. The whole Onsu's Rune plan is falling apart here. Very, very lucky that worked out that way, because we could have quite easily been forced to take damage. I really don't like that room for that reason. It doesn't come up that often, but it's very easy to find yourself, like, unable to avoid taking damage on that room. So this is objectively stupid, I think, to try to make that gamble work, but it could be subjectively smart if we beat the odds and get a blood bag early. Dude, what is up with the needless active items? D12, D8 was fine. I'm not insulting that, but D12, glowing hourglass. These are not part of my plan right now. AWAS. That's another way out. So I think get rid of Onsus and roll AWAS in the Fool. We don't need Onsus on this floor. The Fool does help us get out of a room that we don't want to be in. Like maybe we go super in the wrong direction, we want to teleport back. Obviously, I gotta give big ups to Cricket's Head, but I also gotta give big ups to Guppy's Tail for potentially making that golden chest exist in the first place. Sometimes we forget that, you know, some of the lesser Guppy items do still have uses outside of the transformation. I think we should peep it. We still got... Can we beat Mom quickly? I think we're at, like, quick-ish. I'm not sure if I'd say quickly. Oh, dude. Gotta keep Chaos. Now we can beat Mom quickly. Head of the Keeper is at least interesting and feels like it's worth taking. I think we're gonna make Boss Rush, which might strike you as a surprise given the timing that we're on right now. Dude, these golden chests only pay out with items. I'm the happiest man in the world, even if some of them aren't exactly 10 out of 10s. I'd rather not use Chaos to kill Mom, but if we have to, we have to. Alright, let's go. Now that we have 12 damage, I think the odds of us requiring Chaos are a little lighter, but... You know what? There you go. It's gotta be done. Just do it and get out. Don't even worry. Okay, this was not worth it at all, man! Technology 2? Zodiac? That's a super bummer, but some of the Zodiac items are alright. I don't know what we got on this floor. Okay. In the end, could have been better. Boss Rush kind of... It screwed us a little bit. Why did I take Shade? Basically just because I was in there and I was like, I can't take the time to make a well-reasoned decision about this item. Because if we wait too long, we're not going to be able to make the... we're not going to be able to make the Boss Rush. Now, in hindsight, that didn't matter too much. We probably made the right decision, but... making the Boss Rush was also largely irrelevant. Luckily, though, free items for us on these floors. High Priestess. Not free items, but, you know. I think you know what I mean. We got item rooms that shouldn't exist, so they're free as far as I'm concerned. And we will have a chance to maybe recoup our zaniness on the Hush fight if we so desire. Whether or not we desire will... basically boil down to, do we have a permanent tiers upgrade by then, and does our HP look good? Because I'm not worried about our damage. 12 damage is great. I'm not worried too much about, like, utility items, because our spacebar item is great. The wafer does double our HP effectively at this point, so it's great to have it, and I'm stoked that the trinket got it for us. It's just, you know, another feather in this trinket's cap, but at the same time, it doesn't make the Hush fight go twice as fast. It just makes us much more likely to survive. So get stomped, son. High Priestess doing what it does best. Our second last guaranteed deal with the devil. Could have been Guppy. We could have been Guppy by now. But you know what? Let's appreciate what we've got, not what we perceive ourselves to have missed out on. It's probably better for our overall happiness. And taking one hit on that room is, like, completely okay. I am unconcerned. I would love, selfishly, to complete the Guppy dream. We haven't actually... And I don't think it's, like, the game has changed that much, but... I think, The Guppy Dream has been coming less and less. Usually it was like a guarantee. Dude. Rotten Baby is also fantastic. It's like in our 2 item rooms from the womb and beyond, we got better items than we got throughout the rest of the game. What's our other one? That's Ace of Clubs, right? We got so much time. So we got Algiz. I mean, we could Algiz into the Blood Bank to get some more money. And possibly a HP plus speed upgrade. I'm going to do Boss Rush as well. The Sun, the Sun. Well, we're going to keep Algiz for now. What's more important, 2 Algiz runes or Algiz slot machine? Obviously, Fortune Teller or Wheel of Fortune is like 1 extra item, but I think I'm more of a Algiz man. Makes us almost impossible to kill. But then if I use the Algiz rune for the Blood Bank, we kind of miss out on that luxury. So, you know, maybe you can see my concern there. I guess I should just do whatever feels the most fun at this point. The moon. Might as well. Magic? You know what? We can take Liberty Cap now. Because we don't need, we don't need any more rooms, item rooms, I should say, on the womb. I don't believe that gives you item rooms in the Cathedral and beyond, so... I don't know. Do we really need... It's weird because, like, hear me out here. I would be using the Algiz rune, which I thought we had 2 of. Where's the other one? In here, maybe? Did we not have 2 of them? Maybe I'm mistaken, but we'd be using the Algiz runes to try to get more money on the Hush fight, but I don't really want to do the Hush fight without having 2 Algiz runes, because I can afford to be a snob with the way this run's looking right now. Algiz Sun, Algiz Ace of Clubs, Algiz Wheel of Fortune. Let's take Sun. It is for mapping. Okay, now we're going to replace the Sun card with Dice Shard. Dice Shard is a much, much more fun item. So this is going to be our last deal with the devil. It is guaranteed to not be Krampus because we've seen Krampo already. I don't know what besides Guppy I'm super eager to get, but hey, dude, the Mark with permanent Polaroid invincibility activation, sign me up. I'm ready to go. So I'm skipping the Hush fight just because, well, because I want to. We end up doing them on the dailies all the time anyway. And we're still at 10 rate of fire. If I'm going to use like a, if I'm going to make up a reason to spin it, 10 rate of fire, come on. You know, what is this, amateur hour? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but when you say that, implicitly some people think you know what you're talking about, so. Throw that in for a little added layer of professionalism. It's my money. Say it with me one more time. It's my money. And I want it now. So Liberty Cap, I mean, whatever it gives us is fine, but I'm not expecting big things, necessarily. Especially because we've already got, like, near guaranteed mapping. It's mostly just something that exists for, like, a little bit of a statistical change room to room. Should stop using keys, because keys on the chest are worth way more, and we're probably going to get a bunch of them. So the ideal payout would actually be like a Joker card right now, and stop using keys. So that we can actually, you know, get the deal with the devil that we're accustomed to in this life, but... doesn't look like that's gonna happen, and that's completely okay. It's another fast run, and honestly, I'm getting, like, a feel for Lazarus as being, like, good, but for some reason, semi-unremarkable when it comes to actually getting the stats at the end. Like, both of these last 2 runs, and it's probably just basically randomness, but for both of these last 2 runs, I've just been like, it's good. It's not good. It's just not that incredible. So I think we blow this up, and we're going to obviously use Forget Me Now. It's a fun item. Might as well just use the Gauze. We can only take 2 things down with us, so I think we want to take Algiz Dice Shard. We could have taken, like... we could have taken something else, I guess, but... That's obvious. Cursed Eye, of course. Curse of the Blind, Cursed Eye. And then How to Jump, My Reflection, Common Cold. Oh, man. If we didn't have Curse of the Blind, these would have been re-rolled in like 2 seconds. Instead, now we've got an interesting setup here. It's still not bad. But certainly these are items that I would not have gone for voluntarily, probably. D1. I mean, we should use the D1 to create, like, endless dice shards, I guess. What's the card? Oh, ooh, ooh. Come on. We could have used this to create endless items there, but I think endless dice shards is also fine. How to Jump. The D1 is not better than How to Jump. How to Jump's probably better on a raw level at least, but... You know, I actually am starting to believe that My Reflection, with or without Cursed Eye, plus Static Tears might be sort of cool. As long as you're using it, appropriately. Like, and you can get the tears far enough away from each other, they create these kind of cool patterns that, I'm not fully believing are any bad, or any worse than, you know, our tears were before. So we should, like, dice shard this, maybe, and get number 2. That's not good, necessarily. Please. Oh, you know what? I think I can live with that. I just resent having to play carefully, because... Well, I put in my time in this game. Just give me the easy wins. No, I mean, this is still an easy win. It's actually an ideal situation, because it's an easy win that's also weird. Now this run has, like, a reason to exist beyond filling a quota. Because we got a new synergy that, you know, on paper looks like straight garbage, but is actually pretty interesting. Blood Rights. Considering we have the wafer, I thought that maybe, like, triggering Blood Rights for some damage and invincibility might not be horrible, but we're kind of forcing an archetype that doesn't necessarily make sense. But we're also completely safe, so... No! Yeah. So, remember what I said about forcing an archetype that doesn't completely make sense? I think that more or less proves it right there. What do we get? Shoop da whoop. Alright. That makes more sense. Sack Dagger, also lovely. Let's finish this off. Almost at the end here. 2 more rooms, and then the final room. Which, by my count, makes 2 plus 1. Is that a K-pop song? It sounds like it should be a K-pop song. Okay, now we're down here. Cursed Eye. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it annoying? Isn't it special? Despite being a crappy thing. Is it that it always shows up with Curse of the Blind, or is it that you only pick it up now with Curse of the Blind? Either way. Easy run. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.